Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm myself Bilal, HSC trainer, and in this YouTube channel you will learn about what is NIBOSH, what is health and safety, and what are the easy ways to clear NIBOSH, and what are the frequent changes happening in NIBOSH, everything. Okay, and my videos will be in multi-language, that will be in English and Tamil, and I don't know Hindi, so it will be only in English and Tamil. So first I will start with English, and towards the end I will give explanation in Tamil. So watch my video up to the end. Okay, so first of all, there is some changes in NIBOSH, right? So we will discuss about those changes. Okay, so before it was IGC, right? So now it is IG. So before there is 3 papers, now it is only 2 papers, right? Okay, so first IGC1, GC2 and GC3. Now it is only IG1 and IG2. Okay, that means they remove this paper. Okay, they remove this paper. You don't want to write any exam in this paper. Okay, and now there is only 2 paper, IG1, IG2. So this is a theory paper. You need to go study, and you have to write exam through British Safety Council or through any other book. Okay, and in IG2 it's a practical application. You need to prepare a report and you have to submit. That's it. And most of them are telling that compared to old syllabus, new syllabus is easy. But for me, it's not like that. Both are same. There is not a big change. Okay. Only thing is they remove this paper. So yes, it is easy because you do not write exam for this paper. But still there is 2 paper, IG1, IG2. This IGC1, this IG2, both are same. There is no much difference. The old syllabus IGC1 and the new syllabus IG1 both are same. Here there is 5 units, right? 5 units are elements. But in the new syllabus there is only 4 units or elements. But the content in this 5 unit is now in 4 unit. Means only the number of unit is reduced, but the content is still the same. Even they have added 2 more topics, that is 2 topics they have added in IG1, that is risk profiling and management of change. Okay, and one of my student, he called me 2 weeks before, and he has only backlog in only IGC1. Okay, so he want to appear it again. So he went to an institute and he checked about them when there is a date for IGC1, and they gave him some suggestion that why you are appearing in old syllabus, you can still take the exam in new syllabus. You can take the exam in new syllabus because it is compared easily than the old syllabus. But he has only earlier in IGC1. So here IGC1, IG1 both are same. But if you want to take exam new syllabus, you need to appear in IG2. So it's not like that. Both are same. There is nothing changed. IGC1 and the reason IG1, both the syllabus are same. So if you have earlier in one paper like IGC1 or GC2 or GC3, then go with the old syllabus because you have time up to 2022 to clear it. Okay, so these are the recent changes happening in NIBOSH, and there is a big change in IG2 when you compare it with GC3, because in GC3 it's similar to an inspection. You are inspecting a site and you are observing the hazard and you are giving your recommendation. But here IG2, they are asking you to do risk assessment. Here you have to identify 28 hazards, but in IG2 you have to identify only 10 hazards, and you have to explain 5 hazard or 6 main findings. But here you have to take only 3 critical findings and you have to explain about it. So it is really easy. IG2 is easy when compared to GC3. But the only thing you have to sit and write is usually people used to copy the previous report and they will submit it, but now there is no chance because it is NIBOSH who is going to evaluate your IG2. You have to just upload it and you have to send it to them, and they will evaluate, and they will put two results, only pass or fail. There is no marking system. Okay, so this is the changes. Okay, so in the upcoming days we are going to learn about these 4 units. Okay, every day 1 unit or 1 topic or 2 topics. That's what we are planning to do in the upcoming days. Okay, and this is the changes. Okay, if you have any doubt, this is my contact number, you can call me, and this is my mail ID. You can contact me through mail. Okay, thank you.